thank God it's Friday. It's been an amazing day in the studio here, and we're sorry for coming quite late. It's actually for the betterment of everyone. And I am Ayomiko, joining you today on News Review with Mofi Folua. How are you doing today?
I'm fine, I'm fine.
Okay, it's such an eventful day, yeah?
Yeah, it is.
Well, we thank God we're able to, content was able to contextualize. Okay, if you're just joining us for the first time, this is News Review, and this is where we bring the stories as it is from several newspapers, and we analyze them on the outfit segment.
Exactly.
And then you have the room to also join the discussion by giving your comment, your opinion on whatever it is we're talking about. And so we'll be starting with Punch newspaper, and on Punch we have the following headlines. Workers' Day. Federal government declare Monday as public holiday. Oshuala stars as Barca reach WCL final. Senate presidency. Coalition kicks against zoning. 6 Lawan continuity. Lagos court jails teenager for fake fire alarm. Sudan. 7,000 including Nigerians stranded at Egypt's border. Nigerian woman in UK on trial for starving son to death. The Vanguard newspaper has the following headlines. Real Madrid confirmed Modric injury to miss UCL clash with City. Murik wants increased security for Tinubu ahead of May 29. The Daily Trust has the following headlines. Just tanker explosion, police confirms 13 killed, 10 injured. Tinubu joins Buhari for Jumat prayer in Aso Rock. Peter Obi versus Tribunal, resolve petitions before May 29. Afenifere urges Tribunal. Thank you very much for staying tuned with us, and now we're starting off with the first story, which reads, Nigerian woman in UK jailed, on trial for stabbing son to death. A Nigerian woman, Olabisi Abubakar, aged 42, from Cardiff, is facing a trial in the United Kingdom for 2 counts of manslaughter and child cruelty relating to death of a 3-year-old son, Taiwo Abubakar. Olabisi, accused of killing a 3-year-old son through religious fasting, told police she had locked herself away during the COVID-19 pandemic, according to Mail Online. She is being tried before the Cardiff Crown Court, where it was being revealed that the police forced entry into her flat in the Carthays area on June 29, 2020, after a friend raised concerns for her welfare. Olabisi, who was thin, malnourished, and dehydrated, was found lying on a sofa bed next to the body of her son, Taiwo. And the court added that Olabisi was sectioned on June 30, 2020, and has remained detained in the hospital where she is being treated for paranoid schizophrenia, according to Mail Online. The whole backstory to the whole issue is the fact that she was fasting, a religious fast at that. And so for that reason, she's placing herself and her 3-year-old son on no food, maybe no water.
A dry fasting.
And it was during the COVID, and she was not even going out and all of that. So they had to, after somebody told the police about the whole of her health and all of that, the police decided to go there and they had to barge in. Getting to her, it was just like that. The child is already dead, and she was there, still even half dead at that moment. But the only problem now is that the court was quite not sure, so they needed to place her in detention, on a treatment to check what's up with her. Is she still okay? Because I believe no normal human being would have placed herself on such a trauma. Even if you want to do that for yourself, the child is just 3 years old.
The problem is the fact that what religion has caused us in this world, because I would have said this country, but it did not even happen. Although she's a Nigerian, but this did not happen in Nigeria. What religion has caused? Religion has actually caused a lot of havoc, a lot of disadvantages to a lot of people. Because okay, fine, it's a religious fasting. I don't know what it was that she had to stab her 3-year-old son and she had to starve herself? Was it that you must not eat for a certain period of time, or even at that, if you needed to do it, maybe you want to see Jesus or you want to see Allah or you want to see anybody, you could have done it on your own. You would have thought of the fact that this child is a small child. The immune system is not that strong to go as long as I don't know how many days. It could have even been months. I mean, somebody did not hear from her. They have to like check up on her. Is this person still alive? Yeah. This kind of thing. We just have to be very, very conscious. See, let me tell you something. Without religion, man will still live. Apparently. Now, if I don't want to start talking about religion because that's not the bone of contention here. But the point is, if you need to connect with your God, you don't need an intermediary. It is not until your pastor says or your imam says before you can have a connection with God. If you need to fast at your own capacity, whatever your body can contain, that's what you should do. You don't have to go overboard because of religion. Now, the child is dead. She has to go to court because of this thing, and the pastor, whoever has given them the fasting, would be there enjoying him or herself.
And another thing is that I get the fact that some people put pastors, imams, traditionalists,
spiritual leaders. Let's just put it that way.
But I feel we should know when to stop. Exactly. A boss of mine will always say, when it's going, get stopped. Only the tops get going. But sometimes the talk should know when to go back home. But I get the fact that there is war in Africa, and Africa, we're always about the fact that there's a village person, or village people is behind something. Whenever something happens, we don't want to take it to ourselves. We feel that it is one iyakon in the ability that is doing it. So even if you feel that way, and somebody has told you to fast, know when to stop. Why would somebody tell? Similarly with the issue in Kenya, where a pastor is telling some members, to fast to see Jesus. And as at now, there is record of over hundreds of people that are dead, all in the name that they want to see Jesus. So you should know when to stop. You should know when to control yourself and stop it. It's not every time that they tell you.
A lot of people have actually been brainwashed.
Look at what happened in Ibadan, that the pastor came that he wants to come and preach the gospel, and carted away with their phones, valuables, all in the name of preaching gospel to you, telling you there will be miracles, they will give you food. All of those things, I think it's because of our archaic behavior and our primitive nature that has been encapsulated in the whole of the religious whatever. But we need to outgrow it, really. Moving on, we have Peter Obi versus Tinubu. There are resolved petitions before May 29. Afenifere urges tribunal. The Pan-Yoruba Socio-Cultural Group, Afenifere, has insisted that it would continue to support what it called the victory of Peter Obi, the Labour Party, in the February 25 presidential election, and all his endeavor in its realization. Afenifere reiterated that the emergence of a president from the southeast would guarantee equity, fairness, and peaceful coexistence among Nigerians. At the April edition of its general meeting in Ijebu-Ode, Ogun State, the group called on the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal to ensure speedy resolution of the petition before it. And Obi and the Labour Party are in court to actually challenge the outcome of the February 25 general election that produced Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the president-elect. But in a communique signed after the meeting by the elder Chief Ayo Adebanjo and the group secretary
Sweetheart. I can't afford to be late for this meeting.
Give me the same excuse every day.
I always tell you the truth every. You know I will never disappoint you.
Everyone needs a hero, like Nokpa.
After Nokpa,
It is always Nokpa.
Nokpa for management of power.